Well, team, what can I say? This isn't going to be the bullish at the close that we probably all wish we were having right now, but definitely a red alert on out there right now. It's not looking that great, and we'll try to look to see if there's anything that can turn us around. But for right now, everything's pointing towards the downside. We'll see what happens. Did we get a new low of the day? Looks like we're coming back. We're fighting right there. We'll see what happens. Welcome to it at the close.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
All right, traders, let's go ahead. Let's bring on Joel Elconin. What are you seeing on out there, man?
We just made a new low at 48.50 and trying to bounce and not doing a very good job of that. Down 151, handles 37.49. We're getting thin here, folks, on trying to find support. If you go to a monthly level, you don't want me to go to a monthly level. 36.78.75. That was your March of 2021 low. I mean, you could drill down on the weeklies and try and find something, but we have fallen into the area that we don't want to fall into. The next pair of monthly lows in the same area, 36, let's just call it 36.12 and a quarter. Those were your January and February lows of 2021. Oh boy, they got their foot on the sell button and they are not releasing it here with 28 minutes to go in the session.
All right, bring up the charts, Joel, so we
I
can
didn't
see
share the
those
charts. I
bad
did the
boys. No
click.
worries.
I
No
did the
worries.
click and not the okay. So there we
It
go. There's
disappeared
what
for a
you're looking
second.
at. Boom, 4 bad days in a row. Crude. Now, what's
Ow.
interesting about crude here, we're down 40 cents. Let's call it 120.37. That had a nice rebound off the low. The oil stocks are still quite a bit in the red. Gold getting pummeled down 53.70, 18.21.60. Silver trying to stay in the 21 handle, down 86 cents to 21.07. Bitcoin, no rally yet in Bitcoin, down 5,800, 23,120. Ethereum futures, they're down. They're down 26.5%, $443 at 1,220. We can't find green anywhere.
No, we cannot, Joel. There's not a lot of times I can say, and to tell you the truth, I can't remember it. That's how bad it is. It's probably had to be in the pandemic time. The last time that I looked through all my sectors and industries looking for something, a hint of green somewhere. Where is it? It's nowhere to be found right now.
I guess you could go. I know what you could go to.
I mean, look at inverse.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to
SQQQ
say.
or something.
Sark.
Sarkin, baby. Are you Sarkin? We need to get Matt Tuttle back on.
We do. We got him coming on Thursday.
Oh, you see. Hint, hint.
I snuck
Little
him in
forward
there.
look in there.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be fun to talk about. Sark definitely taking back on. And it was kind of funny. You'll laugh at me, Joe. I took a little scalp. I was looking at ARKK today. Look at that bad boy.
I hope you scalped to the short side.
We won't talk about that, Joel.
Okay. Well, the bad news is it's down 365. That's 9%. The good news, if you can find good news in a chart like this, is you haven't taken out the low of the move at 35.10. So holding up okay, I guess, on a relative strength basis if you're just comparing to the lows. But boy, you had that false breakout. I believe that was at 44.80 last week, and here you are right back down at the low of the move.
Man, there's some in here that are looking really bad. I'm going to read off some names from the ARKK holdings here that are just getting really hit hard. So CRISP, CRSP, CRISPR's Therapeutics. That one's down 13.24% there. definitely getting hit hard there. Then you got Square down 12.86 and just getting crushed today. You thought it could maybe stop at that low. It did not. We could keep it going with the Roku. Roku giving that up and still some more, down 11.79% now.
New low of the move for Roku there. I guess Netflix is not interested.
And it keeps going. You look at Shopify. Man, it's almost like if you see a buy over here in ARKK. Oh man, look at that shop. I remember when this thing was at 500 just a couple of like a week ago, 2 ago. It's at 312 now.
500 right here at the end of April. We got a little rally going on here. I don't know if it's going to be sustainable here. We are 15 handles off that low at 44.75. So caught a little people flat-footed, at least that we're expecting to close on the low. I just want to see where we're at, where we closed that last bracket. That last hourly bracket closed at 70.75. So until we get above that, I mean, you got to think the past at least resistance is lower, at least heading into the close. It's down 145 handles, 144 handles, 37, 56.50.
All right, just saw something hit the tape. It's nothing that is like this news this moment, but I am seeing some closing imbalances. 43 million to the buy side. We'll see if that changes up. I'm pretty sure that
43 million.
Yeah, that's just nothing.
Oh man.
The Fed swap though show a 1 in 2 chance for a 75 basis June hike instead of a 50 point. So we're starting to get a little bit higher in that percentage of the 75 basis points. So we'll see what happens. That's on Wednesday, the FOMC meeting. I'm sure it'll be on everybody's eyes. Let's take a look at energy. Energy did pull back today. And this is when I really have seen the market leak lately, Joel. I don't know about you, but every time that I feel like oil gives up, oh, you see the market really give up. So XOM, there you see it. ExxonMobil, what we down now? We're down here 4.78%. Got to a low of the day down there towards 93.92. What do you see?
Let's see here for ExxonMobil. Never really gave you a chance at all. Not much lower open. 97.52. That was opposed to the 100.46. Never even got within $2 of that low from Friday. 93.92. I mean, maybe no, there's nothing there. 94.47. That's 2 red candles, and then the big one today. I think the best you can hope for here is just a couple other lows in this area, and then bounce and turn up and try and retrace some of this move. But just historically, this move that this has had in 2022, it doesn't do things like that, and now it's starting to give it back. So solid strength, that was short-lived. CVX, kind of same looking chart, found support in these same area that it did on May 20th. You had a 164.09 low. Today low 164.06. So there's your must hold level for CVX. And just take a quick look at Accidental Petroleum. That's coming off too. That's that pulled back and had a little bit of a consolidation as opposed to these other charts. So point of interest here for Oxy, perhaps tomorrow or in the overnight session. 3 lows flanking 57. So that's what I'm looking for in Accidental Petroleum if it continues this move lower. Just made a new low at 44.25. It's going to be tough. Sound looks like we just got sellers, nothing but sellers into the close.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of weakness coming in real estate. So real estate down about 5.49%, the sector overall, about 4.03 from the open. And I'll call out the stock that we talk to and refer to a lot in real estate. Let's look at the rocket. And I don't know if this is such. We're gonna have to change the name. It can't be called Rocket and be rocketing down, right? I mean, it's gonna have to be
Yeah.
called the submarine or something like that. We're gonna have to talk.
The good news, the bad news is down almost 10%, 77 cents to 713. The good news is it hasn't breached 691. That's the all-time low that was made on May 11th. 709 was your low on May 12th. You're nestling in right there. The only problem is you're not jetting away from it. 711 low, 714 last print. So what you see when you hit those levels is you want to see strong bounces as opposed to just hanging out there, down near that low. So 691 all time low. United, what's it called?
It's
United.
UWMC. It's
Yeah,
United
UWMC,
Wholesale.
United Wholesale Mortgaging, same thing. Higher rates, bad, same looking chart, heading towards that all-time low, just
Wow.
under 340. Boom,
Look at
boom,
the
boom.
Zillow. Ooh.
Zillow
Yes.
Group. Oh, down
Oh
322. That's
man.
making a new low of the move.
This has been
Time to
going
get
down
out
since
there and look for a new house,
2021,
man.
man.
Time to get out there and look for a new house. Let's see.
Whew.
Boy, new low for the move is Z and ZG.
Not looking good there. Definitely, and even stocks like Open now down to $5. I remember that was such a favorite here in the real estate.
Yeah, it was a
So,
SPAC, right?
yep, and it's a favorite. It does a lot of transactions, but looks like those transactions are slowing up, and so we got to be careful out there. Let's
Redfin making a new low for the move as well.
yeah,
So
yeah, they're
nowhere to
all
hide in those markets.
yeah. The one that was actually getting hit the hardest though was just to kind of point out the industry was hotel and motel REITs. I don't know too many of that one, but I can give you one or two of them here. I usually just pull up the high capitalization. That's going to be HST, Host Hotels and Resorts. So we don't name these too often, but this is a $14.2 billion stock, and it's just turned down.
Down $1.49, $21 3 days ago. Let's look at some of the other hotels. Ooh, Marriott down 803, 150, 184. Must hold at 150. That's the former low of the move that was made a few weeks ago. What else do we got? Hilton H. I was wondering like why these stocks were at all time high.
Yeah,
Three
let's
day
talk about
fall.
the
Yeah.
travels, the travel disaster out there. It looks like it. Everyone's trying to tell me that there's not demand destruction, but I don't know what is going on because I mean, in these travel stocks, they look really bad. All of them. Like it's not one
Yeah,
of them.
I mean, look at this Carnival Cruise Lines down $1.25, 980. Yes, we are approaching those dreaded lows from March and April of 2020. 780, 790, $2 away. I just saw RCL2, Royal Caribbean. It's now a $40 stock here. I missed it
Look,
by
look
I
at
got Kogan.
Airbnb. We we
Airbnb.
cracked 100.
Dude,
We
we did.
cracked 100.
Holy macro. 98, 99, down 9%. No one is traveling, man. I wonder I can't even remember what the original pricing of
It's
this was,
scary
but
here.
holy macro. Well, you had those the COVID fears, right? And
Yeah.
in China, so that's not good for travel. Boy, Airbnb. Let's take a look at the we did CCL. Let's see NCLH, Norwegian. Boom, same thing, heading for the
Yeah,
COVID
they're all
lows. Airlines are probably DAL
Whew.
down nearly $3. You got that low at $30. 30 looks like the next stopping point for that. We did DAL. Let's go American Airlines down $1.47. Support under 13 in this one. 1244 is your next daily low for American Airlines. Another pop, another five handle pop off the low. Will it be a fake up, a fake out? I'm sure it will be. House of Mouse. Oh, I bet you that's well under $100
It's the
now,
House of
right?
Mouses now. It's not the House of Mouse. It's mouses. They're just running around. They're running rampant in that house.
Oh, another breaches that $100 psychological and technical level. Now at 95.63, down 372. So man, oh man, looking for the turnaround in Disney. You're not getting that big 4-day fall from 110 to 95. So Disney taking it on the chin.
I mean, people are not moving around, at least from what I see. I mean, take a look at Lyft. Lyft now down to 1423, breaking. Did we get an all-time low?
What was
Oh, I
this
think
low?
so.
Uh,
Yeah, I think so. I think we got all.
1456. That was your low back, your COVID low. Wow, I can't believe with so many of these stocks we're talking about the COVID low. 1456 in March of 20. You made a
Wow.
new low today at 1420. Now you are trying to rebound here. No, you're not trying to rebound. You are just off the lows of the session here. LYFT 1420 low, only trading 1423.
It just continues down. I thought, maybe there'd be some pockets of strength somewhere. I mean, let's take a look at the banks, but the banks, they look even worse. Take a look at Bank of America or UBS or whichever one you want to take a look at, really. But man, that downturn is just kapow, kapow.
Yeah, like there's no Tina trade today. The rotation is out of everything and out of everything. Let's take a look. Bank America. Whew, on the monthlies, where did it all begin in 2021? That was around the $30 level. Actually, a little bit lower than that, 29.57, 29.59. Those are your lows back from January and February last year. I'm sure the JP Morgan chart is not any more comforting for you. Oh, right back down at the low of the move, 115.02. Boom, you hit 115.06 today, trying to rally, but not really doing much. You did
Uh,
distance yourself off that. We just stuck into the 47.50 handle. I don't know what the heck people saw at 37.41, but yet another bounce here. But all these bounces have not been able to sustain themselves for more than just like a fleeting moment or two.
I'll tell you what should have got me a little bit short and I should have just reacted a little bit was that purchase in Moderna by Kathy. Take a look at Moderna and look at that turnaround there. I should have been jumping all over that.
Oh, jeez.
Moderna turn around and just couldn't hit hard here.
Oh, wow. Wow,
And
wow,
overall,
wow.
biotech down 4.72%, the whole industry, but Moderna down 7.7.
Yeah, Novavax down 4.40. Moderna, I'm sure Pfizer's taking a hit too. That's down two sticks at 47.91. I mean, there is just there's just nothing. There's nothing going against the grain here.
Let's go to what's supposedly usually you would look at to go against the grain. You could take a look, maybe even I was taking a look like even like Procter and Gamble down almost 3% today. I mean, there's just nothing out there. Tobacco stocks, nothing.
New low for the move. Procter and Gamble down four sticks, 137.89. Breaking not only daily support, but breaking some monthly support here. Next perhaps stopping point for this one, 134.92. Only got to 37.73. That was a 10-point pop that was faded again back on the lows of the session, about to print in the 37.30 handle. Just a new low at 37.39, printing in the
You got to be quicker than
37.38.
that.
Holy mackerel, 36.50 prints. So we
Good
are
Lord.
moving. I don't know if we're going to get to 3,700 or not, but man, turn the machines off. 10 minutes to go. I don't know if those imbalances will change at all or not, but just unrelentless selling here. I don't know if you got the capitulation yet, but just a
It-
steady flow
I
of
was
selling.
just going to go to that word, Joel. And I think we're both
Yeah.
seeing it. And this is, a lot of people ask, like, what is that? Like, what is that word? This is not like we're like over with the capitulation, but this is what I would consider in my mind capitulation. I mean, when you're seeing every sector down, every industry down, that hasn't happened. And I want to point to market breadth because I've been kind of pointing to this for a while now, how we keep going into the wrong direction. Now, if we take a look, 14.5% of stocks are above their SMA 200, and 85.5 of them are in bearish territory. When you compare that to a shorter time frame, like an SMA 50, 14.3% of stocks are up. So they're really close, to 50 and the 200, and they're all pointing really bearish. So this is actually could be signs of eventually a bottoming, but for right now, it's really, really bad, at least towards the upside look in the SMA 50 and the 200.
Boy, oh boy. Someone's asking about the volume, and the rally that we had at the end of last week was just not on good volume at all. Thursday was really low volume, but you had the rollover, so that kind of split the two contracts. But today's volume, 2.9 million. That's one of the biggest volume days that we've had, and it's to the downside. Another bad sign of just the price and the volume going in the same direction. So not good, not good. 35 and a quarter is that low. Yet another attempt to rally again. It's the old 10-point rally, 12-point rally, and puke again. I did see large sell imbalances here, so
Ooh,
people are trying to get a hold of that
five,
sell imbalance. I'd be careful on that one.
5.6 billion to the sell side.
Yes.
That's a pretty big number. I haven't seen over 3 bill closing there in a while, at least. So definitely, I don't think there's a lot of people thinking that this is going to be a big turnaround on the PPI number tomorrow, but it'll definitely be watched. We'll keep watching of it, of course, right here on Pre-Market Prep. Don't miss that, guys. Let's take some stocks maybe from the chat, because I really don't. We could take a look at the bankruptcy stocks. I mean, if we wanted to take a look at that, but
What's that? Revlon, REV? I mean,
yeah,
these are
REV today, giving that chapter 11 bankruptcy protection earlier this week. And then there was also another one, because I don't think we need to put the technicals out there too much on these, which was Electric Last Mile Solutions, ELMS. And that was the first SPAC to go. So the first post-SPAC EV maker that has disappeared here. So it's a little tough to see these, but the CEO departed in February after an investigation in the financial statements. And since then, it's just really been pretty bad.
Yeah, and yeah, you mentioned NIO run up in the earnings. No, sold. That rally has been sold. Wow, for this one, what did you have? I think I figured this before. Made a low 1167. Did you get quite a? I didn't. That's only a 9-point move, so 4.5. That brings you back. Ooh, right into this area. 15.5, 16, halfway back. For NIO, so giving back all those gains. About a month's worth of gains you're giving back in pretty much 2 days. S&Ps are trying. We're 15 handles off that low. Just take 37.50. So just taking a stab here and putting those, stacking those orders. Just trying to find a good average in on the downside. Looks what happened there. They hit some bids a little bit too low, and we're 16 points off that interday low so far. 37.35 on the quarter. Not much in the dailies there to support that level.
I guess there's not much gambling going on in DraftKings right now. I knew Joe was gonna love this one.
Oh my
There's not
gosh.
much going on there in the DKNG right now. And I
Oh
don't think
boy.
Portnoy is doing anything anytime soon. So I don't know about Penn
And all
either.
they do is advertise, advertise, advertise. Holy mackerel.
Holy
Bad news
mackerel.
is down 367, still holding the low of the move in Penn Gaming. Low of the move at 27.78. Didn't quite get there yet. It didn't get there yet today. People just running out. I mean, just running out of money. I mean, they're not. They did build all those big hotels in Las Vegas by people making money, and that's what you're seeing with these gaming stocks. Penn, Win, where's that at? Like $50 now or something. 57.78, retesting the low of the move. Las Vegas Sands. More of the same, down $3. That has some room to go to the low of the move, down at $29.
Well, let's take a look at Oracle. At least that's going to report after the bell. So I know that will be on some investors' eyes. Let's take a look at that. Not really a pretty day there, but we'll see. Maybe this lowers the bar for their expectations.
Yeah, I mean, Pop, I was a little wrong on this one. I thought maybe there would be a little buy-in here going into the report, a little short covering. Well, all they had to do was put their bids out there, and they got peppered all the way back down. Maybe if another flush on the report, if you get a look at $60, your January low, I see two monthly lows flanking 60. 59.74 and 60.74. So keep an eye on that. On the upside, if they get a blast here, 66, pretty close to your high today, and then your high on Friday was 68. But you know what? This will probably just put people in absolute pain. You have a gap down here, a gap down here. Why not gap up here and just confuse the hell out of everyone in Oracle? Also, not a great day to report, right? When the market's acting like this. So we'll see. Oracle down 320, 4.75%, 63.95.
And for that, we'll do the relationship. Just take a look. Salesforce filling up the shadow there. I talked about that today, that it could potentially do that. And I didn't expect it would get all the way down into the shadow and through it, but it did that on the daily.
Yeah, it's filling that gap from earnings, 167.28. It did that, and then so.
Joel, I lost your mic there for a second. Joel, I think we lost your mic there for a second. I don't know why it went to mute all of a sudden. Maybe check the button thing.
Just doing that.
There he goes.
That?
It came back.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. I probably hit it on my hand or something. Sorry about
You
that.
hit the sales button already. I know how it was.
All right, what else do we got? We have less than 2 minutes left in the stanza. We are off the low at 35.25, but we know how quickly that can change. 37.49 down 150 handles.
All right, last one I'll take a look at because it looks like it's in free fall is Car. After that huge run that we had in kind of 21 in November, it's almost giving up all those gains. It's down there towards 159, and I don't think anybody's renting too many cars out there, but we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, the whole travel theme, right, is just completely getting annihilated. So much of the
Yeah,
reopening
wherever you
trade.
want to look.
Wow. But you're coming back down. You're coming back to the scene of the crime here after getting over $500, 141.79. Still got a little room here, 155.25. Bad day here. S&Ps. I didn't catch the final print there. Probably going to be around 37.49. But yet another bad day in the market. We'll see what they do in the after hours, and of course the pre-market trading tomorrow.
We'll see you guys, like always, on Pre-Market Prep, the best morning show. Don't miss it, guys, and definitely hit the like button before we get on out of here today. We'll see you, like always, guys, and like always, hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. We got over 350 people. I hope we got at least 100 likes. Smash it on up. Hope you guys enjoyed the day today. We had a great show. Go back and check out, of course, if you guys want to see some of the interviews that we had on earlier today. I would say check it on out. Of course, Tim Quast on this morning talking about market structure edge. Check that on out. Then later on in the day on Stock Market Movers, I had two great guests that I'm not even going to give you the insight there. We talked a little bit about Tesla. We talked a little bit about the overall market, and Tom Hayes gave a nice outlook there. I would take a look at that on PPI because I think it's something to definitely keep on watch. A lot of people aren't talking about that. It could change things around tomorrow. We'll talk about that on Pre-Market Prep. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys next time. Let's go. And hopefully we can turn this thing around.